between the Los Angeles Rams. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. His first carry. Secondary past the 40.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Hines. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second down at 4. Now a give, right side. It's Hines. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Rams, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He'll look to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Eagles! DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Eagles 7, Rams 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Setting up play action. Franks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Rams nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Franks. Flush to his right. Another catch there for Waddle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Franks looking to throw. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now a throw here to his running back. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now Franks. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
That's good for LA Rams. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Rams 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Here's 2nd and 8. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Now back to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They go play action with Franks. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Eagles 21, Rams 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And he will be blocked out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
They begin the drive with Hines. And some room to roam now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. And an Eagles first down.
They're going to look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now it's Hines, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Rams 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Franks now. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Working out of the gun, Franks. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Franks, 3rd down from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Franks will throw for it on 4th down. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, Franks. That's complete, Okuebunam.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Franks. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw. Franks. And now here's another interception. Snags it for the pick. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
7 yards, the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
This is Hines. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Tighten up.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Catch made. It's Moreau. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
On first down, it's Hines, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
115 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They run with Hines, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd and 6. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kyle Pitts
there to make the grab.
And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will extend this big lead.
Rams 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
By an 8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Mike Spopo. In your face.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feet.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for L.A.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Franks now to throw on first down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Franks looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Franks. And they go back to Tony. It's complete this time. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Back to throw. Franks. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
14. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for Philly. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. For pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 12. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no, their shot at picking off a pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.